Hello everyone, welcome to my channel or welcome back. Here to do a what I melted this week. So all one video, empties and unempties. Not just this week, this fortnight. It'll be the last 2 weeks. If you've been sort of following my channel lately, you'll know that I'm not melting very much at the moment. Trying to keep it to a minimum just because I'm doing sort of the chemical elimination diet, and that sort of involves, reducing fragrances and stuff, sort of, basically reducing, amount of fragrances and chemicals and all sorts of things just for a few weeks, to sort of understand what my intolerances are, because I have gut problems and headaches and things. So yeah, I've only been melting, generally speaking, just one scent down in the bedrooms. It's been an interesting sort of exercise. I feel like I'm getting a better sense of the throw on a lot of scents, because without having other scents going in the house, I can actually sort of measure, some scents they throw really well just in the bedroom, some scents they actually carry down the hall. Like sometimes I can put a scent on in the bedroom and it actually surprisingly just fills the whole front half of the house. It's been quite impressive. Because you don't notice that stuff when you've got different scents in different parts of the house. So yeah, that's been something that I guess I've sort of learned a bit. And it's meant I've sort of been able to judge how long they go for a little bit better. Your nose doesn't sort of go blind to scents because you're not sort of switching in between scents. It doesn't. I'm not saying that I will continue to only melt one scent, because I do miss having lots of scents around the house. But yeah, it's definitely been sort of an interesting experiment, I guess. Anyway, let's get into it. I'm not going to do things in any particular order. I'm just pulling things from the box. So I finished Super Tarts Dr. Jekyll, which is, and by the way, the quality of this video is probably not going to be great because I'm filming this on, you can see it's a bit fuzzy and flary. I'm filming this on my old phone. My newer phone, the screen has been damaged for a couple of weeks. It's been cracked, but I think some moisture may have gotten into it because the top half of the touchscreen is now not working. This phone works fine, but the camera is a little bit cracked, so it films a little bit fuzzy, especially at night time. Anyway, Super Tarts Dr. Jekyll, so fizzy papaya soda and sweet lollipop. This I love. This is one of the first fizzy scents that I tried, and it's still one of my favorites. Her fizzy papaya, her papaya is a really lovely sweet tropical scent without being sickly. And her lollipop is just great as well. Like, it's one of the few candy scents I really enjoy. Like, it's, it does smell like lollipop, but it doesn't smell sickly. It's not over the top like a lot of candy scents are. So I really enjoy it. And then just enough fizzy. So really, really beautiful summer blend. I love this. I get great throw from it, 100%. I want to get that one again. It's because I only melted in summer, it does feel like it take me a long time. I've had I had 2 clams that I got in November 2019, and I've only just finished the second one. So, but I might get another clam for next summer. This is melting down in my bedrooms at the moment. Super Tarts Jessica Jones, so Blackberry Rain. Love this. I absolutely adore her rain scent. It's my favorite rain scent. It's just so beautiful and fresh, and I feel like it's a little bit earthy. It's definitely not like a very heavy floral rain or something. It's just really it's not like heavy earthy, but I feel like there's a slight earthiness to it. And her blackberry is amazing, and together they're just so good. This is so refreshing. It is so strong throw. I just love it. I've got multiple clams of it. It'll always be a repurchase. Super Tarts Never Been Kissed. So this is blackberry jam, butter cookies, raspberry coconut, birthday cake, waffle cone. So I think it's serendipity, maybe birthday cake, waffle cone, blackberry jam, butter cookies. I'm not a fan of it. I just don't love serendipity. It's just this berry coconut. It smells really artificial. I just don't love it. So I was hoping the blackberry jam butter cookies would be stronger in this, but I guess not. This one threw pretty well. Probably, this is one I melted up here earlier today in my office. Look, it threw well. But it wasn't like an absolute powerhouse. This one I wouldn't get again, and I might actually purge that. Like, I might destash that one. I'm not the biggest fan of it. Maple and wattle Georgia peach. So fresh velvety Georgia peaches glowing in a summer orchard. This was really good. Really, really strong. Really, really good peach scent. A little bit green toned, but not overly so. It really did smell quite authentic, like a really delicious fresh peach. I was really impressed with the throw. I do use 2 cubes of her wax. So it's quite expensive, I think, because these clamshells are not cheap. But yeah, it was really nice. So if you're in Australia and you're looking for a good peach scent, this one I'd recommend. I'm probably not going to repurchase it. I don't really purchase much from Maple and Wattle anymore, just because it is, it is kind of on the pricey side. I mean, I know I buy US wax, so that kind of sounds hypocritical, but yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I would, if I was purchasing from her again, I would probably get that again, because I really did enjoy it. Ebony Violet Let's Chill. So this is blackberry, violet, mahogany, apples, and patchouli. I really enjoyed this one. I will say, on cold, I feel like I get a lot of like fuzzy kind of mahogany, musk, and patchouli. I mean, I definitely get fruits as well. And when it melted, it was kind of same, but I feel like the apple popped a little bit more. But it's still a really beautiful blend. Definitely complex. You definitely get everything that's there. But apples is kind of the most distinguishable note, if that makes sense. But it's not just an apple blend. There's definitely like a fuzzy, cozy kind of patchouli thing going on. The mahogany, I think, is helping that. Slight violet floral. It's not overly violet-like. And I think just a little bit of juiciness from that blackberry. So yeah, I love this. It threw pretty well. It filled the bedroom. It didn't leave the bedroom. So some of my extra strong throwing scents have been sort of throwing out of the bedroom. This one didn't, but still it smelled really nice in the bedroom. The only thing I will say is this one did not cause a headache or a migraine. I managed to trigger a massive migraine this week through something I ate that I shouldn't have. It was feta. Can't eat feta. But I felt like this one, after the headache kicked in, that this kind of made it feel a bit worse. So that's just something I need to be aware of. I think possibly fruity or floral scents can be a little bit of a trigger for me. Rose Girls Tangerine and Did Someone Say Frosting? So tangerine, cotton candy frosting, cream cheese frosting, birthday cake, vanilla bean Noel. This is very strong, very tangerine. It's not my favourite tangerine, to be honest. And I'm not the biggest fan of Did Someone Say Frosting. I don't know what it is about it. It's just it's a bit too much. It's a bit full on and it's a bit over sweet. So not that this blend comes over too sweet because it's got the tangerine, but yeah, I don't know. I have other kind of creamy tangerine blends that I really like, and this one just doesn't kind of, yeah, I don't like it compared to that. This one threw really well for about 4 hours and then it died. I wouldn't get it again. Yeah, it's just, and I've had that experience with pretty much all of the Did Someone Say Frosting blends. I just haven't, they don't speak to me. Rose Girls Mango Tangerine Ice Cream. So this is really good. It's mostly mango sorbet, I'd say. But there's a really delicious tang from that tangerine, and it is a little bit creamier than typical. Mango sorbet is already creamy, but the ice cream, I think, adds a little bit more creaminess. It's really good. This is a great summer scent. It's just, I mean, I just love mango sorbet, so any variations of mango sorbet are absolutely okay with me. Really strong throwing, this one, and it did last a long time. I don't know if it necessarily needs to be repurchased because I have so many mango sorbet blends I love, but I would definitely get it and melt, like, yeah, I'd be happy to have more of it and melt more of it. It's a really good summer scent. I did do a fair good bit of Rose Girls this week, it looks like. So I did Super Sweet Mario, so pink sugar, royal sugar cookie, marshmallow smoothie, and cotton candy frosting. Didn't mind it, not really my thing. Definitely, I mean, it definitely lives up to the super sweet name. Thankfully, the royal sugar cookie, because I've realized I hate that royal sugar cookie oil. But melting, I couldn't smell. It's got a real. It's so weird. It smells like paint stripper or something, but it doesn't. I can't smell that here. So, um, that just seems to be when it's on its own or blended with like one other thing. So yeah, this just smelled really like a slap in the face sweet kind of thing. I feel like I got a lot of cotton candy frosting, a lot of pink sugar, and something else, which is probably the marshmallow smoothie. As far as it goes, given that I'm not really a lover of really sickly sweet blends, I actually kind of liked it. I think the pink sugar is what made me kind of go, oh yeah, this is okay. It's not something I'd like reach for super often, so I probably wouldn't repurchase it, but I did enjoy it melting, and I will sort of happily finish that bag. It was really strong too for about 4 or 5 hours. Another Rose Girls scent I did this week, Wicked Plumbers. So birthday cake, lemon cheesecake, waffle cone carbs, which is donut, cookies, and bread. This I was really surprised about because on cold, I really was not sure. The lemon cheesecake really doesn't come through on cold. It really just smells, there's a slight touch of it, but it really just smells kind of bready. But warmed up, look, I will still say if you're looking for a lemon bakery, like with serious lemon, this is not it. This to me, it has just a really subtle touch of a sweet lemon weaved through it, but most lemon bakeries tend to be hit you in the face lemon, so I kind of liked that this one was quite different to that. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do like a good lemon bakery, but yeah, sometimes they can all smell a little bit the same, but this one was quite different. You definitely got a lot of the carbs. I used to not like carbs, and I still don't think I like it solo, but in this blend, and I think with the birthday cake to sweeten it up a little bit, I quite enjoyed it. This to me smelled like it smelled like a cheesecake with a really dense like crust. So like, your typical sort of, but even like a thicker kind of cheesecakey crust than normal because it had more of that kind of, baked good lean. And the cheesecake itself, I feel like, and I think I've had one before where just not like a full on slap you in the face lemon, like full, I keep saying slap you in the face, like a full on lemon, but just like a really subtle lemon weave through it. That's what this smells like. I really enjoyed it, and it was really strong for about, so melting 1 cent at a time makes it much easier for me to sort of figure out when a scent is no longer throwing. Most of my other scents tend to make it until I change my warmers out at about the 7 or 8 hour mark, but the Rose Girls all kind of were gone by 5 hours, and this one was as well. But still, I really actually enjoy this one, and I think this one might be one I would repurchase. I ended up using, because the Mario melters are quite big, I know people say that they split them in half, but I cut about that much off one melter. So I used about 2/3 of a melter. And that did pretty well. I think the 2/3 melter, like looking at it, because these are about the thickness of two regular mini melters. So when I cut it, it was kind of like the size of maybe one and a bit of a mini melter. So, yeah, and it did really well. All right, so I have Super Tarts Modoc. So this is peach, blackberry, and waffle cone. I really, really love this scent. It smells so good. The peach and the blackberry, it's just such a nice fruity combo. The waffle cone is kind of slight, but there's just a nice kind of background note that stops us being all fruit. This is really creamy as well. Yeah, it's just a delicious creamy peach with a bit of blackberry and a slight waffle cone note. It's really good. Only thing I will say, and I don't remember this being a thing last time, is this one has probably only throwing at a medium. I don't recall that happening. The last time I had Modoc, it was a clam. And I haven't had any issues with any of my other band bags lately, so it's not like it's something happening at the Super Tarts end. It's just this specific scent. I feel like it's not quite throwing as well as it has for me in the past, but still love it. Still would probably repurchase it, but yeah. I still look, it still threw fine. I just, compared to other Super Tart scents that I have, you know, it just filled the room. It didn't leave the room, so it was still strong. I'd say it's still almost strong, but just, yeah, not quite as strong as most of my other Super Tarts. Teddy Bees Tangerine Vanilla. So Tangerine Gelato, Vanilla Amber, Marshmallows, Egg Magnolias. Love, love, love this blend. I've bought a tub of it in the pre-order, which is going on right now. Definitely recommend if you haven't ordered yet, or if you have ordered and you haven't ordered Tangerine Vanilla, go and get Tangerine Vanilla. I have been campaigning for this scent, I think, for well over, yeah. So this souffle I got in a D-stash, but the last time I got Tangerine Vanilla would have been when it was poured here, so back in July 2020. So it's been 18 months since this was last poured, and I was asking for it last summer, and it didn't get up. So really happy that this was included in the pre-order. It is just my favorite. It is a dreamsicle or like a creamsicle scent to me, but absolutely the best creamsicle scent I've ever smelled. Like, somehow, so the tangerine is beautiful. I mean, tangerine is probably one of my favorite citrus oils anyway, but the tangerine here is especially good. And blending it with marshmallows and magnolias, so that boardwalk marshmallow cloud scent and vanilla ambrette, it's like it's creamy, but it's really pretty. But that doesn't necessarily mean that it smells like body care or perfume, but it just smells like a more sophisticated, pretty kind of tangerine creamsicle scent. Oh man, I love it. I put it on, like, I love it on a warm day. It just makes me so happy. Because it's a really, you know, it's familiar because it is like a creamsicle scent, but it's also really quite unique and done very differently. So I absolutely adore that scent. It throws super well. Yeah, I was really sad for ages until I managed to get this little souffle in a D-stash, and now I've got the tub. I didn't get a loaf only because it is still definitely a warmer weather scent for me, so I try to stick to getting loaves for things that I would melt all year round. So for me, having this souffle, because I've only used one piece, and then having the tub, which is like 8 ounces, that's plenty of that for me to last me for a while. But still, love it. If you haven't got it, go get it. All right, Teddy Bees Mrs. Teddy Bear. So that's a blend of teddy bear biscuits, cherry pie filling, and whipped cream. This I love as well. It really smells different to any other cherry bakery I've ever smelled. I think you really get the teddy bear biscuits, which I've had the teddy bear biscuits scent, and that on its own was not, like, I wasn't crazy about it. I think it's kind of a heavy nutmeg bakery. But somehow here with this cherry pie filling, and it just doesn't smell like any cherry I'm familiar with. But it does smell like it's got like it smells like it's got cherry, but it's not too much. It's not overloaded with cherry. And just a really delicious kind of layer of cherry on top. I don't know, but I just absolutely love it. It's really different. I probably wouldn't have even necessarily known that it was cherry if it didn't say. I mean, I definitely would have picked up like a fruity berry-esque kind of thing, but I would have struggled to place what it was because it just doesn't smell like most cherry oils do. So yeah, absolutely love it. It throws well. It's not a powerhouse, but it does well. It fills the room it's in. I've got a couple of souffles of it, but yeah, once I'm finished those, I would get that one again. I really like it. Teddy Bees Miami Vice, so fresh pineapples, coconut leaves, and strawberry daiquiri. This I adore as well. I'm in the same D-stash that I managed to get the Tangerine Vanilla. I also got a loaf of this. So it's just a shame that I'm just not, because I'm this January, I'm not melting much. My summer scents, that's like all the scents that I kind of planned to get for summer, I'm not making progress on them the way that I would have liked this year. So I'll obviously melt some in February and then March, I guess. But yeah, because I would have probably been closer to having finished this and, you know, be ready to start the loaf. This is great. I love me a good pineapple scent. It's the delicious syrupy pineapple. And there's an extra syrupy quality, I think, from the strawberry daiquiri. I always get I can't remember which way it's. You can tell I'm not a big drinker or a drinker at all. But yeah, you do get that strawberry syrupiness, but the pineapple is stronger, so it just works out really well. And I don't know about coconut leaves. I'm sure it's in here making it smell good. This just smells like an amazing sweet pineapple-y cocktail. It's really good. It throws really well. It's great because it's a bit of a different take on a sort of, you know, sweet pineapple scent, but it's familiar too. So when I feel like melting a pineapple scent, it's not so out there that, you know, it doesn't hit the spot, but it's just different to the other pineapples I have. So I love it. Look, that and the loaf will last me a good while because, again, it's a summer melting scent, but I would probably get that again one day. Super Tarts Mrs. Robinson. So sandalwood patchouli, soft florals, peppermint, vanilla meringue. So this one I was hoping would be strong on the sandalwood and patchouli and just have like subtle sort of, and maybe a bit of vanilla-ness and just a subtle peppermint and floral. I had to change this one out. I couldn't hack it. It is So the peppermint meringue, so normally I can tolerate her peppermint, it smells really good, but here it smells like peppermint candies, like my grandfather used to, like those really chalky peppermint candies. And then there's kind of a floral aspect and something slightly dirty as well. I can't handle this one. I don't like it. It was very strong, and that was the thing. If it hadn't been so strong, maybe I could have left it in there, but it was so strong I had to change it out. It hurt everything. But yeah, really reminded me of like florals and those really chalky peppermints. So no, this would not be a repurpose. I'll be destashing that one, not into that one. Super Tarts Fin, so creamsicle, blueberry cheesecake, and sugar cookies. This one I really love. I went through this one much faster than I thought. On cold, I'm not the biggest fan of it, but on warm, it just blends into this really delicious, like slightly citrus, slightly blueberry cheesecake scent. It's just really good. It's got a really nice cheesecake note to it all as well. I haven't always loved Super Tarts cheesecake, but this one just works really, really well. Great throw. 100% want to get that one again. It's very, very good. Super Tarts Alley. So this is ginger ale satsuma boysenberry. This is great. This is the first time I've melted it. I don't know why it's taken me so long to get to this scent. It's just a classic fizzy fruity scent. It's just uplifting. It's strong, super strong through like halfway down the house, filled the like whole front of the house. The ginger ale, it's a great ginger ale that Super Tarts has. I don't really know. I think the reason I avoided this one is because I've had boysenberry in another blend before and I didn't love it, but here it just smells like a great fruity fizzy. It's hard for me to put my finger on. It definitely smells a little bit more citrus leaning, but it's not fully citrus. So good. So yeah, like I said, incredibly strong. I've got another clam. I did buy two. I can't remember if I did that by accident or not. I think I may have. I think I may have got one clam in the pre-order and one in the ready to ship. But I'm really glad I did, and I would get more of it. I really enjoyed that one. It's so funny. Super Tarts is probably one of the first brands I really fell in love with. So I've been buying wax since early 2019. And Super Tarts probably came on the scene somewhere in 2019. So I've been buying from them, not as long as some people, but I feel like long enough now, and I've bought enough of it that I have a fair idea now of what in her giant 800 scent or whatever collection she has, of what I like and what I don't. But every now and then there'll be a scent that just I haven't looked at, and then I finally give it a go and I'm like, whoa. So I'm glad that I'm still able to be surprised. Super Tarts Hills Have Eyes. So Campfire Golden Amber Marshmallow Toasted Hazelnut. I really enjoy this one. I feel like I got the toasted hazelnut more this time, and normally I don't really love hazelnut scents, but something about it I really liked. Like, her campfire is good because it's not a very smoky campfire. Like, some smoked campfires can be very smoky. This one I don't think is. So yeah, I feel like there's just a touch of smokiness, like almost like I guess it keeps making me think of Nutella, and obviously that's, hazelnut chocolate. And I keep thinking that, oh yeah, it's like Nutella without the chocolate. I'm like, yeah, duh, because it's hazelnut. But this is what it making me think of, and I don't really love chocolate in wax, but the hazelnut scent, it didn't smell nutty, it smelled, I don't know, like hazelnut. But I feel like it gets a really polished kind of vibe from the golden amber. It's not a strong amber, but yeah, there's something about it. It's just really cozy and really nice. This one throws well. It's not a powerhouse, but it does well. So like medium to high. I would definitely get this one again. I really, really enjoy that one. It's not one I would melt all the time, but I really like it. Super Tart Seasons Greetings. So this one is like pine. It's either cedarwood or teakwood, citrus, and ocean air. I just remember it's kind of like it's oceanic, woodsy, tree-like, and citrusy. So it'll maybe ozone as well. Like, I feel like it's got like all of the elements in citrus. It is so good. It is a fantastic woody citrus. Like, to me, definitely the wood and the citrus comes out the most, but the sea air and the pine, I think, just stop it from being too heavy, too woody. It's just really, really good. I get great throw from this one. I do have another clam of it. I would continue to repurchase it. I really enjoy that scent. Super Tarts Genosha. So is this like pineapple and rock candy or something? I can't remember. I know it's pineapple, but I can't remember what it's blended with. I do think it's a candy scent with pineapple. It is really good. I'm not normally big into like fruity, syrupy scents, but for some reason pineapples, I just want them to be as sickly sweet as possible. Like, it's just how I love my pineapple. So this was really good. It threw very strongly. I will say I think I prefer Phoenix slightly more. It's her pineapple and marshmallow. And that's just got kind of a little bit of a creaminess to it, which I really like. Whereas this is more kind of pure pineapple syrup, but still, I really did enjoy it. And it's sat there since Wax Wednesday last year, because again, pineapple scents are summer only kind of things for me. So it's probably not one I need to think much about repurchasing, because, that one will probably last me for next summer as well. But I would repurchase it. Rainbow Melts Elm Street. So this is Palo Santo Sugar Cookie and Marshmallow. This was great. It was very strong. And very strong on the Palo Santo. Like, I do love me Palo Santo bakeries, but the Palo Santo's got to be strong enough. And it really is here. So yeah, this was absolutely delicious, strong Palo Santo bakery-ish goodness. Super strong throw, and this one lasted a very long time as well. I think I had it melting for quite a while, and it lasted the distance. I do think I'd get this one again. I mean, I've got a few different Palo bakeries now that I reach for, so it's not like I must have huge amounts of this one because there's other scents that are similar. But I reckon I would go that one again. This, it does look, I know I said, oh, I haven't melted much over the last couple of weeks. I will say in the first, no, I was going to say that I did do the first couple of days of this. I can't remember. Oh my goodness. No. When I first started this whole waxing, the first few days of it, I did melt full day's worth and then I stopped. And I was going to say, oh yeah, this 2 weeks worth of wax, I, had a few full days of, melting 3 or 4 cents in the morning and afternoon, but I actually didn't. So it is 2 weeks worth of wax with me mostly doing 1 cent in the morning and 1 cent in the afternoon. But there were a few times where there were like that Mrs. Robinson scent where I just changed it out straight away and put something else in. So there were some days where I sort of did 3 or 4 cents just because of me changing things more. This, I think, is Vanilla Cupcakes. I think I figured that out from Super Tarts. This is another one I changed out pretty quickly. I'm not surprised. I haven't really loved her Cupcakes oil in blends, so I'm not surprised that I didn't really like it here. It's kind of plasticky to me. I mean, I'm not really a big Cupcakes melter anyway, so that's not surprising. But, yeah, so that one, it threw well, but I wouldn't get it again. Tea Time Tarts Strawberry Luxe. So this is strawberry pound cake, amber, sea salt, and bergamot. Learn to show it in front of the camera. This is amazing. Oh my goodness. Hands down, the best strawberry blend I have ever smelled. If I had melted this one before I did my top 20 scents last year, I think I included her strawberries and cigarettes after sex. That is very good as well. That is also a strawberry pound cake blend. But look, maybe that one was better. I don't know. They're both amazing. This one somehow just managed to smell like the most amazing strawberry scent. So it didn't smell bakery. It took me a while. I was trying to figure out, it kind of, at some points it made me think that it was kind of like a fresh, like a real fresh strawberry. And I feel like maybe the sea salt was kind of pulling in that direction. But it didn't have any kind of green notes or anything like that a fresh strawberry gets. Then I was thinking, oh, maybe it smells a little bit bakery, but it didn't really smell like that either. And then I kind of thought, well, maybe it just kind of smells a little bit like an amazing strawberry jam. And it was almost like all of those things and none of those things. I wouldn't say that I really smelt that, oh yeah, there's amber, sea salt, bergamot. It just smelled like strawberry, but it smelt like an amazing strawberry. I don't know how she did it, but Strawberry Luxe is an amazing name for it because it smelled like the most luxurious strawberry scent you've ever smelled. It didn't smell perfume-like or body care-like or bakery-like or fresh, but it smelled like strawberry. That is the only way I can describe it. I will say, and I have found with all of the strawberry pound cake oils I like, after about 4 or 5 hours, the strawberry sort of scent subsided, and then it did kind of smell a bit, but still smelled amazing. The amber, sea salt, bergamot smelled really good, with like a light kind of strawberry tone. So the amazing strawberry element of it did kind of die off, and it was interesting because then you could kind of see or tell how the other notes helped prop that strawberry pound cake up into what it was. But yeah, it was absolutely phenomenal. It threw really strongly. I've got 2 strips of that, and I think she's not pouring at the moment. I think she's had some shipping issues, so she's taken a bit of a break. I really do, and she's been very quiet. I really hope that she does I hope she comes back, because I love her wax anyway, but I want to get like a custom loaf of that one. It is phenomenal. L3 Midnight Blue Citrus Cashmere Cedar and Bergamot Waters. So I quite like this one. Like, it's fresh. It's got kind of a sweet citrus. It doesn't smell like a legit citrus. Like, it is more of a, I don't know if I want to say it's a body care citrus, but I suppose, yeah, you could say it's a body care citrus, but it's really pretty. You don't really get a huge amount of the cashmere cedar, but it does add just a nice little bit of a sort of fresh woody tone. Not super woody though. Yeah, it's clean, it's smooth, it's citrusy, like a pretty kind of sweet citrus. It's really nice. I get very good throw from that one. I'm not 100% sure if I need to get it again, but I have enjoyed it. Nearly done. Ebony Violet Rentless type. I don't know if it is Rentless type or if it's Restless type. I don't know what Rentless type is, but anyway. Patchouli, tonka bean, and grapefruit. This was really nice. It was kind of fuzzy and comforting. It didn't really smell like grapefruit to me. I smell a lot of grapefruit on cold, but on warm, I feel like there was more. It was a lot more of that tonka bean and patchouli, and it was a really kind of just fuzzy, comforting scent with just hints of grapefruit. It smelled quite complex. So I really enjoyed this one. It threw pretty well. Not as strong as some of the other Ebony Violets since I've melted recently, but still it filled the room really nicely. And I think I will get like a souffle of this one. I really did enjoy that. And then melting up here at the moment is Super Tarts Doubloons. So Golden Sands and Ocean Breeze. This one, I don't mind it. I'm not crazy about it. It's, yeah, there's a kind of sweetness, I think, from the Golden Sands, which I like in some blends. And it's not bad here, but it's just, yeah, so it's kind of a little bit of a sweet but not fruity kind of tropical scent with, yeah, like a fresh, slightly salty breeze. So it's not bad. I can't really smell it right now, but I know when I came up here before I could smell it. But I don't think this one is crazy for the throw. I don't know. It definitely feels like one that kind of gets lost on you when you're in the room for a little while, but you know, if you go out and come back, you can sort of smell it. So that one, I think I do actually have another clam of it, but it's not one I would get again after that. And that is it. That is everything that I've melted for the last couple of weeks. Can't work out if it ran on for 36 minutes because I just blabbered on, or if I did actually have a bit of wax to get through, or probably both. But anyway, so the next What I Melted video will be in 2 weeks. Next week, if I can bring myself to do it, I'm probably going to tackle my L3 stash. So like last week I did sorting out Super Tarts. Next week I'll probably do L3. Although I have no idea how I'm going to sort it out because my tubs are overflowing and I don't really have anywhere else for it to go. So it might, I don't know. And there will be a forwarder box this week as well. So I've got it. It landed in Sydney today. It's apparently due to arrive here on Tuesday. So yeah, look out for that. So hopefully you're all doing really well. I'll talk to you all again soon. Bye.